What's going on? All right, it's me again here, back in, of course, the lab. So the actual current video is just more so. I wanted to kind of address a couple things, more so concerning what the dummy, the current dummy being. Well, I have two of them, but the dummy being, I have my that's the Gladius from that was made by that's Spartan combat equipment from the, where's my recollection? Pardon. The quick little thing on my actual, on the YouTube, one of the particular persons on the comment board had mentioned something about something that seems mighty light, and I kind of wanted to just kind of address that. So as you can see it just there, laying there. It's a perfect, I think it's a perfect addition to those who do solo training. You can't get to the gym or whatever your case may be. This is perfect with this whole, the whole bug that's going about. So, this was a great investment for me. I believe it's functional. Just to put it on. I'm not concerned about the weight. Maybe this particular person is maybe bigger on the bigger end, but I'm just gonna mess around with it a wee bit. Real quick. Got my glasses, so I'm bear in mind, but it in itself, I can consider, you could consider it light a bit, but even in that, how you see me lifting it up and stuff, it's really very functional. It's very, very functional. That's pretty much what I would say concerning this dummy. Having it in your arsenal, whereas to not having it, it'll be crazy. Just put it that way. Like me, I'm the type of person where, I want to train more than the people want to train. So, I could go and drill. Of course, it's best to have training partners on deck, but hey, you can still do different drills and stuff. The dummy ain't gonna fight you, but you can, of course, drill different techniques against the dummy, and work on things, and more so with me, my jiu-jitsu is very, very basic, very functional. The Gracie jiu-jitsu, the original Elio Gracie, your Horion Gracie, your Hoist Gracie, going Kaiki and that original, jiu-jitsu, that's jiu-jitsu I do, and it's the jiu-jitsu that's, it works, for me, the self-defense, so that's how, my whole mindset is geared towards that. Okay, it's not geared to being some super duper, world champ, though, hey, I'm not putting it against, myself, that I couldn't be that, So, of course, you just got to put your, apply yourself and, do that if that's, of course, your lot. But, this thing is banging. Like the Spartan Gladius, and I use it on the max setting. So the max setting, I believe, is where the arms just pretty much retract, and so, you can work with it, So, I just, I use it, my way. I believe the actual owner of the company suggested, when you use it by the guard, you should pretty much kind of like put it against the wall and possibly use it, with I think like a bungee to hold it up or something. But don't quote me on that. That's from what I can remember. But you can work with this. Like you can work with this, like straight You know, you got your triangles and all of that, you know what I mean? You got your triangles, you know, change it to different arm locks, whatever. I'm just messing around with right now. You know, with your own quality type stuff, you know what I mean? Like you got, I'm only imagining somebody trying to flip. I remember it's a little variation, but yeah, I mean the only thing I would say with the dummy is, you know, you kind of gotta, you know, like, you know, when you put it, you know, you're working to kind of like set it in the position that you actually want it to be in. You know, so that's, you know, you mean pretty much the whole, you know, the fight with it and such. And more so, you know, you trying to, you know, more so, you know, set it to where you want it to be and all of that. You know what I mean? So, but I believe it's a, you know, it's an excellent thing you can use, you know, for your training and everything. You know what I mean? You go do different drills and stuff. You know, work different techniques. You know, and I, you know, on my page, pretty much, you know, you can see a little sample of different things. You know, different little things that I've, you know, pretty much been doing, you know, with it and everything. Like say, for example, like I never tried to actually bear my weight in turtle position on it, but you know, like, you know, you can work, you know, work with this thing, you know. So yeah, I love it. I love it. Really do. You know, so get your hooks in and everything, of course. You know, you can work on different things. You know, it's like having a body on deck. You know, so this I kind of got it like without the, you know, it's kind of like the no-gi right here right now. You know, that I got. So yeah, you know, you can get real creative with these things, you know. You know, maybe get some bungees, you know, work some different things. You know, but it's great. Like, you see how that retracts? You know what I mean? Like, that's, you know, what dummy you gonna find that's doing that? I mean, what dummy you gonna find that you know, you could have it where it actually retracted, you know, it's fully articulated and all of that, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's amazing. You know, down to the legs and everything, you know what I mean? The legs is stretching out, you know what I mean? The knees, you know what I mean? Look at the hip action, you know what I mean? For all of you dancers, you know what I mean? That's not my type of guard passing style, that standing up stuff. But yeah, so that's pretty much, you know, more so what I would say concerning, you know, you know, I think because the person was saying it was light. It looks light, but I mean, it's functional. That's the best thing I can say. Different from, you know, the different dummies. My comparison is, of course, I do have a Suplex doll over there, which I invested money into as well. Which, with the Suplex doll, it's kind of segueing off into another topic. You know, it's more so, they're around the same weight, but it's just a different material. You know, the different material makes it, you know, feel very different. You know what I mean? This is just a speed dummy and all of that. But, you know, I like it. You know, you can, you know, work different things. You know what I mean? Just whereas having somebody there, you know, to sit there and drill a zillion times, you may not have that. You know what I mean? So, you know, this thing is good. You know, in the case of you know, being able to drill the suplex dog or suplex. That's how I call it, speed dummy. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I love this thing. You know. You know, you can drill all little things with it too. You know. But yeah, that was dope. You know what I mean? You know, you can work little things, you know, like hip throws, you know, little takedowns and all that. You know, that's how I keep going like that. I do that so that my apartment, people below don't freaking freak out, you know, but it's definitely a good addition. Definitely a good addition, all right? These dummies, you know what I mean? Because we got to be functional, you know what I mean? And that's where, you know, I like to think of things as being functional. You know, being very, very functional. All right, practical. You know, and if the whole bug, you know, the whole bug going about, if that didn't get you to, you start to get creative and more so to invest, you know, in these little things. You know, hey, I guess you must got, you know, some other way, you know. But for me, you know, it works out real good. Here, you know, I like to do that trick. But yeah, I mean, the suplex dog is good too, because they said what I initially wanted with the suplex dog was a dummy, a decent dummy I could work with, you know. But it's light too, not too heavy, because you know I am in a, you know, my wee little apartment, you know, I wanted something I could kind of drill with, you know, little wee bit of takedowns and all of that. So, you know, it's good, you know, another good addition, you know, to have, you know, the suplex doll, you know, on deck and everything. And like you can work, like I say, you can work different things. Like even if you want to work guard with this a little bit, you can work guard and stuff with it. You know what I mean? A little side control, you can work that with it. Well, you can't kind of see my face right now, but you can work guard and, you know, different things with it too. You know, but that's what my other doll is, because I got originally the suplex came in first, and then I got you know, the other one. Like I think this is kind of cooler, you know, more so for me. With it's working basic, you know, you know, like that side mount type stuff, because it, you know, his legs is just straight out how, you know, it is, which you can do that with that other dummy, but I never did it with the Gladius Spartan. You know, you could work a simple split the guard type drill type deal, you know what I mean? It ain't like you can't do it, you know. You know, you can work your guard. You know, you can work all of that. You know what I mean? You can, you know, look, you know, you can have the back. It's a little bit awkward with the, you know, the rear naked with this. You know what I mean? But, you know, you can work little things. You know, it's real strong too. Real strong. You know, from what I seen, So I think it was this jiu-jitsu guy. I gotta remember what's his name. It's like something like Samurai Jiu-Jitsu. He put up a page and he was suggesting these dummies and stuff like that. I was seeing him do all these little, some type of stuff like that and stuff. Stuff I don't even do. But yeah, so I ended up investing in one. And funny story, even with that, they sent me two. And I had it, you know, pretty much two of them sitting about. So they finally came up on it. You know what I mean? And I had to send it, of course, back. I didn't want to get charged, but you know, that company make good stuff. Suplex. I definitely suggest, you know, if you could get your hands on it, because you know you do have this whole, at this current time, 2020 and in 2021, pardon, you have this whole crisis with this, you know, the supply chain. So, you know, even with getting that was a bit difficult because, first of all, there was like a list just to get it. Like you had to pre-order, and then there was an issue where the thing was stuck in a container. You know, so there's a wee bit of wait for it, but it's well worth it. You know, this is well worth it. Like I said, you can use this, you know, also for the ground. You know, you can use it and work on different things. You know, so it's a good addition. A good addition. Yeah, I didn't, and like some of the different YouTubers or whatever, people that you got YouTube channels with dummies and stuff like that, I ain't really see them using that particular dummy. More see like different wrestlers, because I believe like the Suplex company, if I'm not mistaken, they're more geared towards the wrestling, like MMA, you know, different, like I think like going into like Greco-Roman and all of that, you know, freestyle, different, you know what I mean? But it's a good little tool, you know, having that. All right, so yeah, you know, maybe of course sometime in the future, I could put like some little thing what I do with these different dolls, you know, little drills or something like that. Maybe perhaps for those that, you know, may want to, you know, have invested in the solo training to get into doing some of the stuff that I do. You know what I mean? That works, you know. Battle tested, of course, you know what I mean? Like I say, I believe in the fundamentals of Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. You know, the basics that work, you know, the stuff that Elliot Gracie taught, you know what I mean? You know, yeah, and I leave it pretty much at that, you know what I mean? But, yeah, you know, I know probably like, man, why is he talking so much? So, need to get to this. You know, get to this work. So just kind of wanted to address that, of course, more so with the other dog right over there. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, definitely also too, if you can get some Dollar mats, you know, for your little spot, that'd be cool. You know what I mean? You could you know, have a soft little good surface to work on. You know what I mean? Like I said, I only got those, and they were, you know, pretty easy to get. They come in these little boxes, home mats, and you know, I bought like 4 of them. Like, it cost me about $1,100, but you know what I mean. It's well worth it. I think maybe like for the 2, it might be like about $500 or something like that. But it's good. And then really, like, even with Dollar too, I think you could get like a kit, and then you could have like the wall mats. You know what I mean, which would be cool. I like to have the wall mats too, but you know, the whole, you know, that heating little thing on there on the ground kind of messes things up. You know what I mean? Kind of make it stupid. But yeah, you know, for people that, you know, want to care about their training, you know, want to have their own little spot, you know, for like working on their own stuff. I mean, these days, the Dollar mats, Suplex doll, the Gladius, Spartan Gladius dummy, I think these are perfect, you know what I mean, to have for solo training. So that's of course, my lead talk of the day, you know, for the channel. You know, hey, if it grows, it grows, but you know, it's just a sincere, just open book. So see you till next time.